Hey everybody, it's Anakin with Next Gen Tactics. I'm in a really good mood. You know, I am having a blast recording all of these games tonight. I got to play the First Strike map pack for Black Ops on launch day, and I had a really good time playing it. And I'm just doing all these commentaries now on all the 4 maps all at once. This is the last map I'm covering here. I hope you guys have seen my other 3 videos regarding the other maps. This is the... Boy, did you see that sloppy aiming? I was all over the place. But this is the map I really don't like. Of all the 4 new maps, I'd say this is probably the weakest one. And let me tell you why. You know, a lot of people seem to dig this one. This is actually my least favorite because of the size, first of all, and then secondly, the textures on this one. And I understand they were going for this bleak look and everything, but the textures and the layout, you know, the textures, everything looks so similar. Everything is this muted gray, you know. I'm just not really a fan of a map that doesn't have very, very specific, you know, appealing different areas to choose from when you're doing callouts and so forth. You know, I know they've got the grid pattern up there and everything, you know, C5 and D3, you know, I know all that, but I really do like differentiation on a map. You know, so, you know, you should be able to do some pretty easy callouts on this one. And obviously, you know, when you spawn, you should be able to also know right where you are when you spawn. But anyway, you know, let me talk about some of the things about this map for you guys that maybe haven't been able to buy it yet. I know it's not available on the PS3 and the PC yet, but this is the Berlin Wall map, and boy, I don't know what happened there. You know, it seems like everybody was having a party in there with me. But you know, the Berlin Wall thing. If you haven't seen the trailer for the map pack, that red area, if you just saw that there on the map, on the little mini map, that red area that I'm passing through right now has automated turrets. The turrets actually, you know, fire at anybody that goes through there. They're completely, you know, they're neutral. They don't belong to either team or to a player or anything like that. You know, so they're hostile towards anybody that passes through there. That's a neat feature. You know, it's something that kind of makes this map stand alone and gives the map a little bit of a personality. But you know, for the most part, I don't know that it worked very well. You know, and this is, again, you know, let me just clarify, okay? This is coming from only a free-for-all match played on this map. I really enjoy free-for-alls. If you heard me talking in my other games, the whole free-for-all thing is, for me, the best way to get around and explore a map. Objective games are great and fun. I love them. I play them a lot. But when I want to learn a map, I want to explore the map. And the best way for me to do that is really through a free-for-all. And you know, that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm really trying to get a feel for it. I'm trying to figure out the flow of the map, which I think is very, very important. I don't know what happened there. I was mowing that guy down. But anyway, you know, I like to jump out there and really explore. But, you know, my problem here, this is kind of this area that I'm talking about on what I don't really care for a lot on this map. That's the buildings, the broken buildings and so forth. The textures are great. The layout is neat. But, you know, I'm just not sold that it's, you know, this destroyed city or whatever. You know, I know that's not exactly, you know, like something that needs to, you know, it's like, you know, some movie or something that I'm like, oh, that's fake, you know. I'm not saying that. It's just that it just doesn't feel like some kind of war-torn area. It just feels too contrived, you know, as if the map guys built like a regular city and then, you know, some other map designer who's over everybody else just said, yeah, break this building, and this building, and they were, you know, kind of drawing on a layout or something. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And obviously, too, you know, something that bothers me about all games is that if you're going to do, you know, buildings with, you know, internal areas, interiors that you're going to explore, you gotta populate it with furniture. You know, you gotta put something in there to convince me that I'm in there. You know, and of course none of these things have any, you know, hardly any tables, chairs, you know, any furniture for the most part. But anyway, let's you know, the overall. Here's the thing on this map. You know, for me anyway, I really like Kowloon. I really like Discovery. I'm a fan of Stadium, although it's not my favorite. I still like Kowloon and Discovery better. But Berlin Wall, for me, I think is the one that really just it's not a bad map. I think it'll probably be fun for something like a, team deathmatch, or with like 18 people in it, something like that. A ground war match, team deathmatch. I think that would be fun in this, because it obviously allows everybody to kind of have their own space and their own areas to run in. But for the most part, that big area in the middle, it's really a waste of time to traverse. You've got 3 areas that you can pass through to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map without actually going through the turret areas. And I really don't believe that most people are going to run through the turret areas. I did do it a couple of times on this map, not in this game here, but I did run through there just to see how lethal the turrets were. They really aren't all that lethal. I was able to run through there using Marathon, and I got shot, but I took damage. I didn't, for sure, get killed. I think I did maybe once, but the other times I took damage. And I think the point of it is they want you to be weak when coming out of there, not necessarily completely killed. So I think that was the idea. But the real issue is that's a pretty large, expansive area that they've basically made unplayable in this map. And it's fun. It's a neat idea. It's kind of a novelty. But to me, it just wastes time to try to get from one side of the map to the other by having to go through there, especially in something like a free-for-all or a team deathmatch. Or really, I guess it doesn't even really just apply to those. It applies to objectives as well, because now you're going to spawn on the wrong side of the map, I assure you, when you're playing domination and you need to go get that other flag. You can bet that you're going to have to, walk around for, God knows how long before you actually get over there. And obviously we're all playing against a clock all the time, so you just don't have a whole lot of time. And this map being so huge is going to be very, very difficult to get those last-minute points, to win the objective, because you've got to walk so damn far. But really, that's fairly minor. I actually do enjoy the map. I had a good time on it. I went 30 and 13 on this one as a free-for-all. And as always, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.